Stop scrolling right now. These old coins may look simple, but they can be worth serious money. Many people spend coins like these every day without knowing their real value. The coins you are seeing are in circulated condition. The date and main design are still clearly visible. There is light wear on the surface and edges, which is normal for old coins. This condition is usually called fine to very fine. In this condition, the normal value of these coins is around $1 to $5. If the coin is from a rare year or in better condition, the value can increase from $10 to $50. But here is the most important part. If your coin has a mint error, rare variety, or special mark, the value can jump from $500 to $5,000 or even more. So don't skip this video. Watch till the end, because next I will show you the exact details you must check on your coin. You might already have one of these coins at home, and this small coin could change your luck forever. Now we start with coin number 1, the 1935 1 cent with the D mint mark. This coin belongs to the famous Lincoln Wheat Penny series of the United States, a series that was produced from 1909 until 1958. The obverse of the coin features the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, who is one of the most respected historical figures in American history. The designer of this coin was Victor David Brenner, and his initials can be found on later issues of the Lincoln cent. The 1935 Lincoln cent was made primarily of copper, with approximately 95% copper and the remaining percentage made up of tin and zinc. This copper composition is one of the reasons why older pennies feel heavier and look richer in color compared to modern cents. The D Mint mark on this coin indicates that it was struck at the Denver Mint. The mint mark can be found just below the date on the obverse side of the coin. In 1935, the Denver Mint produced millions of these 1-cent coins for everyday circulation, meaning this was not a commemorative or special issue coin, but a regular circulation strike intended for daily use by the public. Because of this, most surviving examples today are found in circulated condition, showing signs of wear from years of handling and use. When we talk about the condition of a 1935 D Lincoln Wheat penny, most examples show light to moderate wear. The high points of the design, such as Lincoln's hair, cheek, and jawline, may appear smooth, while the wheat ears on the reverse may show some loss of detail. In this state, the coin is typically classified as fine to very fine condition. In today's market, a 1935 D penny in this circulated condition usually has a value ranging from about $2 to $5. While this may not sound like a large amount, the value can increase significantly as the condition improves. If the same 1935 D 1-cent coin is found in extra fine condition, where more detail is visible in Lincoln's hair and the wheat lines on the reverse are sharper, the value can rise to around $10 to $20. Coins that are graded as almost uncirculated, meaning they show only very slight wear, can sell for $25 or more. The real jump in value happens when the coin is found in full uncirculated condition. A 1935 D penny that has never been used in circulation and still retains much of its original mint luster can be worth $50, $100, or even more, especially if it has strong eye appeal. Another major factor that increases the value of this coin is color. Because this is a copper coin, collectors pay close attention to whether it is classified as red, red-brown, or brown. Coins that still retain their original red copper color are far more desirable and valuable than darker brown examples. A fully red 1935 D Lincoln cent in uncirculated condition can command a much higher price than the same coin in brown condition. Now comes the most exciting part for collectors and viewers alike: mint errors and rare varieties. This is where an ordinary-looking 1935 D penny can turn into a very valuable coin. Known errors such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, lamination errors, or coins struck on the wrong planchet can dramatically increase the value. For example, if a 1935 D penny shows clear doubling on the date or lettering, its value can range from several $100s to several $1,000s, depending on how strong and visible the error is. Off-center strike errors, where the design is not properly centered on the coin, are also highly collectible. If the date and mint mark are still visible on an off-center coin, collectors are often willing to pay premium prices. Lamination errors, where a portion of the metal peels or flakes due to a flaw in the planchet, can also add significant value. Each error is unique, which makes these coins especially attractive to error coin collectors. Professional grading is another important aspect of value. If a 1935 D Lincoln cent is authenticated and graded by a major grading service such as PCGS or NGC, its market value often increases. Graded coins give collectors confidence in the coin's authenticity and condition, and this trust can push prices much higher at auctions. High-grade examples of the 1935 D penny have been known to sell for hundreds of dollars when certified by reputable grading companies. It is important to understand that not every 1935 D penny is worth a fortune. However, this coin remains a key and desirable piece in the Lincoln Wheat Penny series because of its age, history, and collector demand. With the right condition, strong original color, or a rare mint error, this small 1-cent coin can become a valuable collectible. That is why collectors always recommend carefully checking old pennies instead of spending them without inspection. As we continue this video, we will look even closer at the specific details you should check on your own 1935 D penny, including how to spot genuine errors, how to evaluate condition at home, and when it might be worth sending your coin for professional grading. Make sure you watch this video till the very end, because you might already have a coin like this sitting in your pocket, drawer, or old coin jar, and that small coin could turn out to be far more valuable than you ever imagined. Now we move on to coin number 2, the 1936 1 cent with the D mint mark. This coin is also part of the famous Lincoln Wheat Penny series, one of the longest-running and most collected coin series in United States history. By 1936, the Lincoln cent had already been in production for more than 25 years, and it had become a familiar and trusted coin in everyday American life. The obverse of the 1936 D penny features the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse displays the iconic wheat ears that symbolize prosperity and strength. The D mint mark on the 1936 penny indicates that it was struck at the Denver Mint. This mint was responsible for producing large quantities of coins to support everyday commerce across the western United States. In 1936, the Denver Mint struck millions of 1-cent coins, making this issue relatively common compared to earlier key-date Lincoln cents. However, common does not mean worthless, and the value of the 1936 D penny can increase significantly depending on its condition, color, and the presence of any mint errors or special varieties. The 1936 D Lincoln cent was struck using the traditional bronze composition, consisting of approximately 95% copper, with the remaining 5% made up of tin and zinc. This copper-rich alloy gives the coin its warm reddish-brown tone when new, and is one of the main reasons collectors still admire these older pennies today. Over time, exposure to air and handling causes the copper to darken, which is why surviving examples are often found in brown or red-brown condition. Most 1936 D pennies found today are in circulated condition. This means the coin has visible wear, especially on Lincoln's hair, cheek, and jawline, while the wheat ears on the reverse may appear softer with less detail. In this condition, the coin is typically graded as fine to very fine. In the current collector market, a 1936 D penny in this circulated state usually has a value of around $1 to $3. While this may seem modest, the value begins to rise quickly as the condition improves. In extra fine condition, where more of Lincoln's hair detail is visible and the wheat lines on the reverse are sharper, the value of a 1936 D penny can increase to $5 to $10. Coins that are classified as almost uncirculated, showing only minimal wear and traces of original mint luster, may sell for $15 to $25. Truly uncirculated examples, which never entered circulation and still retains strong mint luster, can be worth $50, $100, or even more, especially when the coin has excellent eye appeal. Color plays a major role in determining the value of a 1936. Lincoln cent collectors divide copper coins into three main color categories: brown, red-brown, and red. Brown coins are the most common and generally the least valuable. Red-brown coins, which retain some of their original red color, are more desirable. Fully red examples are the most valuable, as they indicate the coin has been well preserved since it was minted. A fully red 1936 penny in uncirculated condition can command a premium price and is highly sought after by serious collectors. Mint errors and varieties are where the 1936 penny becomes especially exciting. While no major double-die varieties are widely recognized for this date, like some earlier Lincoln cents, smaller errors do exist and can add significant value. Off-center strikes, where the design is not properly centered, are popular among collectors, especially if the date and mint mark are still visible. Such errors can be worth anywhere from a few $100s to over $1,000, depending on how dramatic the misalignment is. Other errors such as die cracks, die chips, lamination errors, or coins struck on defective planchets can also increase the value of a 1936 penny. Lamination errors, where a layer of metal peels away from the surface, are particularly interesting because each example is unique. These types of errors can raise the value of the coin into the hundreds of dollars, depending on size, visibility, and overall condition. Professional grading is another key factor that can greatly enhance the value of a 1936 Lincoln cent coins that are authenticated and graded by major grading services like PCGS or NGC are more trusted in the marketplace. High-grade, red-colored 1936 pennies that have been professionally graded have sold at auctions for several $100s. Certification gives collectors confidence and often leads to stronger demand and higher prices. While the 1936 penny is not considered a rare key date, it remains an important and desirable coin within the Lincoln Wheat Penny series. Its value lies in its age, historical significance, copper content, and strong collector interest. Many people still overlook these coins, spending them or ignoring them without realizing their potential value. That is why knowledgeable collectors always recommend checking every old penny carefully. As we continue this video, we will take an even closer look at how to identify genuine mint errors on a 1936 penny, how to judge condition at home, and when it makes sense to have your coin professionally graded. Make sure you keep watching until the very end, because a simple 1-cent coin like this, sitting unnoticed in your collection, could turn out to be a valuable piece of American numismatic history. Now we move on to coin number 3, the 1938 1 cent with no mint mark. This coin holds a very special place in United States coin history because 1938 was the final year of the Lincoln Wheat Penny design. After 1938, the reverse design was changed in 1959 to the Lincoln Memorial, making the 1938 cent the last issue to feature the iconic wheat ears. Because of this, the 1938 Lincoln cent is often seen as the closing chapter of the original wheat penny era, which adds historical importance and collector appeal. The absence of a mint mark on the 1938 penny means that it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. During this time period, coins produced in Philadelphia did not carry a mint mark, unlike those struck in Denver or San Francisco. The Philadelphia Mint produced a very large number of 1938 cents, which makes this issue fairly common in circulated condition. However, its status as the final wheat cent still makes it an essential coin for collectors completing a Lincoln Wheat Penny set. The 1938 Lincoln cent was struck in the traditional bronze composition, consisting of approximately 95% copper, with the remaining 5% made up of tin and zinc. This copper alloy gives the coin a rich color and solid feel. When newly minted, These coins had a bright red appearance, but over time, exposure to air, moisture, and handling caused most examples to tone down to red-brown or brown. Because of this, coins that retain strong original red color are especially desirable and valuable. Most 1938 no-mint mark pennies found today are in circulated condition. These coins typically show where on Lincoln's hair, cheek, and jawline, while the wheat ears on the reverse may appear softer with reduced line detail. In this state, the coin is usually graded as fine to very fine. In today's market, a circulated 1938 Philadelphia penny generally has a value of around $1 to $2. While this may seem modest, the value can increase steadily as the condition improves. In extra fine condition, where more detail is visible in Lincoln's hair and the wheat lines on the reverse are clearer, the value of a 1938 penny can rise to $5 to $10. Coins graded as almost uncirculated, showing very minimal wear and traces of original mint luster, can sell for $15 to $30. Uncirculated examples are where collector interest becomes much stronger. A 1938 penny in full uncirculated condition, especially one with strong luster and good eye appeal, can be worth $50, $100, or even more. Color classification plays a crucial role in determining the value of the 1938 Lincoln cent brown coins are the most common and typically the least valuable. Red-brown coins, which still show a mix of original red and brown toning, are more valuable. Fully red coins are the most sought after by collectors, as they indicate excellent preservation. A fully red 1938 no-mint mark penny in uncirculated condition can command a strong premium and is often the centerpiece of a high-quality wheat penny collection. Mint errors and varieties also add excitement and potential value to the 1938 penny. While there are no widely known major double-die varieties for this date, smaller mint errors do exist. These include off-center strikes, die cracks, die chips, and lamination errors. Off-center strikes are particularly popular with error collectors, especially if the date is fully visible. Depending on how dramatic the error is, such coins can sell for several $100s or more. Another important factor in value is professional grading. When a 1938 Lincoln cent is authenticated and graded by a major grading service such as PCGS or NGC, its market value often increases. Certified coins give buyers confidence, and high-grade red examples have been known to sell for several $100s at auction. Grading not only protects the coin, but also helps establish its true market value. Although the 1938 no-mint mark penny is not considered a rare coin, its historical significance as the last wheat penny makes it highly desirable among collectors. Many people still overlook these coins, assuming they are common and not worth much. However, with the right condition, strong original color, or an interesting mint error, this small 1-cent coin can become a valuable and meaningful piece of American numismatic history. As we continue this video, we will explore how to identify key details on a 1938 penny, how to spot potential errors, and how to evaluate condition at home. Make sure you keep watching until the very end, because a simple coin like this, often ignored and underestimated, could turn out to be a hidden treasure in your collection. Coin number for the 1956 D. Lincoln Wheat Penny is a classic example of mid-20th century U.S. coinage. It was minted in Denver, as indicated by the D mint mark on the obverse side below the date. This penny is made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving it the characteristic reddish-brown appearance when uncirculated, though circulated coins tend to darken over time. The obverse features Abraham Lincoln's profile, designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse displays the 2 wheat ears, symbolizing prosperity, along with the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America. The condition of this coin plays a major role in its value. In circulated condition, The 1956 D penny is very common and generally valued between 10 cents and $1 depending on wear. Coins with minimal wear, sharp details, and original luster may command higher prices, while heavily worn or corroded examples are worth less. Uncirculated examples, MS-60, MS-65, are significantly more valuable, ranging from $1.50 to $10 or more, depending on the grading and eye appeal. Coins with exceptional quality, strong luster, and no contact marks can attract even higher prices among collectors. Market trends show that 1950s Lincoln cents, including the 1956 D, are widely available but remain popular with both beginners and seasoned collectors due to their historical significance and affordability. Special collector interest exists for coins with original red color, RD, which are more scarce than faded brown, BN examples. Any notable errors, double strikes, or die variations could increase the coin's value considerably, although the 1956 D is generally not known for major mint errors. Overall, the 1956 D 1-cent coin is considered a common yet collectible piece of U.S. numismatic history. Its value in dollars is modest unless it is in top uncirculated condition or displays exceptional characteristics. The 1956 D Lincoln Wheat penny is an enduring symbol of American coinage and a cherished collectible among numismatists. Minted in Denver, Colorado, as indicated by the small d, mint mark just below the date on the obverse. This penny belongs to the long-running Lincoln cent series that began in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The obverse design, created by renowned sculptor Victor David Brenner, features a detailed profile of President Lincoln facing right, capturing his recognizable features and dignified expression. The reverse side is equally iconic, showing two stalks of wheat framing the words 1 cent in the center and United States of America above. Beneath the denomination, the Latin phrase E pluribus unum is inscribed, reinforcing the national motto that has appeared on U.S. coinage for generations. This particular coin was produced using a composition of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, standard for pennies minted from 1909 to 1982. The copper content gives the coin its reddish hue when new, though over decades, circulated examples often develop a darker brown patina due to oxidation and exposure to the environment. Collectors highly value coins that retain their original red color, labeled as RD, red, by grading services, while those that have turned mostly brown are denoted BN, brown, or RB, red-brown, depending on remaining copper tones. In terms of mintage, the Denver Mint produced over 450 million 1956 D pennies, making it a relatively common date for Lincoln cents. Despite the high production numbers, condition remains the most significant factor in determining market value. In everyday circulation, these pennies often show significant wear, flattened details on Lincoln's hair and beard, and smooth surfaces on the wheat stalks. In such circulated condition, the coin typically sells for around 10 cents to $1. Collectors seeking higher-grade specimens should look for coins in extremely fine, EF, to uncirculated MS condition, where details on Lincoln's face, coat, and the wheat stalks are crisp and the surfaces exhibit minimal marks. Coins graded MS-60 to MS-65 can range from $1.50 to $10 or more, with particularly pristine examples fetching higher premiums. Factors such as original luster, vibrant red coloration, and absence of scratches or contact marks significantly enhance collector appeal. The 1956 D penny also holds historical significance beyond its face value. Coming just over a decade after World War II, it reflects the post-war American economy and the continued expansion of Denver as a major minting facility. Collectors often include it in date and mint mark collections, aiming to gather pennies from every year and mint location. While the 1956 D is not known for major die errors, subtle variations, such as die cracks or doubled dies, occasionally appear and can dramatically increase a coin's value for error collectors. From a market perspective, the 1956 D remains widely available, yet sought after by both new and seasoned numismatists. Its historical resonance, aesthetic appeal, and affordability make it an excellent coin for educational purposes, complete Lincoln cent sets, or casual collecting. Dealers often recommend obtaining multiple examples if possible, particularly original red uncirculated coins, as they may appreciate slightly over time due to collector demand and the inherent value of copper. Overall, the 1956 D. Lincoln Wheat penny embodies a blend of history, artistry, and numismatic interest. While most examples are worth modest amounts in dollars, a high-grade specimen can offer a satisfying addition to any collection and occasionally achieve higher market premiums. Its rich texture, iconic design, and place in mid-20th century American coinage history ensure that it remains a collectible of enduring interest and a tangible connection to the era of post-war United States. The 1958 Lincoln Wheat penny, minted in Philadelphia, is one of the classic mid-20th century United States coins that continues to capture the interest of collectors around the world. Unlike coins minted in Denver or San Francisco, the Philadelphia Mint did not place a mint mark on its coins, so any 1958 1-cent coin without a mint mark is understood to have been struck there. This coin is part of the Lincoln Cent series, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, features the famous profile of Abraham Lincoln, facing right, rendered in remarkable detail. Lincoln's hair, beard, and facial contours are finely struck, making it one of the most recognizable and widely collected images in numismatics. The reverse design includes 2 wheat stalks framing the denomination 1 cent, along with United States of America at the top and the national motto, E pluribus unum, just below the denomination. This design remained in circulation until 1958, the final year before the introduction of the Lincoln Memorial Reverse in 1959, making 1958 coins historically significant as the last of the wheatback pennies. The coin is composed of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, which gives it the reddish-brown coloration when freshly minted. Over decades, circulation and environmental exposure can cause a coin to darken or develop a brown patina, a normal process for copper-based coins. Collectors often refer to coins that retain most of their original red coloring as RD red, those that have mostly turned brown as BN brown, and coins showing intermediate coloration as RB red-brown. The original luster and color of a 1958 penny can dramatically affect its collector value, as uncirculated coins with strong red color are far more desirable than heavily circulated brown examples. In terms of mintage, Philadelphia produced an enormous number of pennies in 1958, over 700 million coins, making it relatively common in circulated condition. Despite this, high-grade specimens remain valuable, particularly to those seeking complete collections of Lincoln cents or examples of the wheatback design. In circulated condition, the 1958 no-mint mark penny is generally worth around 10 cents to $1, depending on wear and surface quality. Coins in fine F to very fine VF condition, where details on Lincoln's coat, hair, and the wheat stalks are partially preserved, can fetch slightly higher prices. Collectors and dealers often pay $1.50 to $5 for extremely fine EF, examples that show only minor wear while maintaining a pleasing appearance. The value increases significantly for uncirculated coins, also referred to as mint state MS examples. MS-60 to MS-63 coins are generally priced from $5 to $15, while coins in MS-64 and above, exhibiting exceptional luster and original red color, can reach $25 or more in the collector market. Coins with strong eye appeal, no contact marks, and excellent strike quality are often highly sought after by collectors specializing in Lincoln cents. In addition, rare die varieties, slight errors, or doubled dies, while uncommon for this particular date, can command premiums well beyond standard mint state values. The 1958 Philadelphia penny also carries historical and cultural significance. It represents the final year of the wheatback design, a series that began in 1909 and spanned nearly 50 years. The wheat reverse symbolizes prosperity and growth, reflecting the post-World War II economic boom in the United States. Collectors often place special emphasis on this coin when assembling complete sets of wheat pennies, as it marks the end of an era. Additionally, because Philadelphia was the original mint for the Lincoln cent, the absence of a mint mark adds historical authenticity and simplifies identification for novice collectors. Market trends indicate that while the 1958 no-mint mark penny is widely available, it remains a popular coin among beginners and seasoned collectors alike. Its accessibility, combined with its historical context and classic design, makes it ideal for educational purposes, display, or as part of a complete Lincoln cent collection. Professional grading services, such as PCGS and NGC, have graded many 1958 pennies, and high-quality examples with preserved red luster can see steady interest at auctions and online marketplaces. Collectors often advise obtaining multiple specimens, particularly original red uncirculated examples, because over time, some may naturally darken, and the supply of pristine coins is limited relative to circulated ones. Condition is paramount for assessing value. Circulated coins typically show flattened high points, including Lincoln's cheekbone, jawline, and the details of the wheat stalks. Minor scratches, bag marks, and surface discoloration are common in coins from this era. In contrast, uncirculated examples retain crisp edges, full detail on Lincoln's bust, and vibrant surfaces, making them significantly more valuable. Coins graded MS-65 or higher are rare, and when sold, often achieve top-tier prices among collectors and specialty dealers. The coin's copper content also gives it intrinsic metal value, which, although modest, contributes to overall collector interest, particularly in bulk or large-scale collections. For those looking to collect, the 1958 Philadelphia wheat penny offers multiple avenues of appreciation. It is historically significant, aesthetically pleasing, affordable for beginners, and capable of providing incremental monetary value for serious collectors. It is also a tangible link to post-war American history, a time when coinage was both a functional currency and a medium of art and national identity. Many numismatists recommend preserving coins in protective holders, such as 2x2 cardboard flips or airtight capsules, to prevent further oxidation and maintain collector value. Coins with unaltered surfaces, natural patina, and minimal were often the most sought after in both physical and auction markets. In conclusion, the 1958 1-cent coin, no mint mark, minted in Philadelphia, stands as a significant numismatic artifact. Its place as the final wheatback penny, combined with its abundance in circulation yet scarcity in top-quality uncirculated grades, makes it an essential coin for collectors. While most examples are modestly priced in dollars, coins with strong red color, minimal wear, and exceptional eye appeal can achieve premiums, making them an excellent investment for both historical interest and numismatic value. Collectors seeking to appreciate the story of American coinage, Abraham Lincoln's legacy, and the evolution of U.S. currency will find the 1958 Philadelphia penny both fascinating and rewarding, offering insights into mid-20th century minting, copper coin composition, and collector trends that continue to this day.